Hey friends, Raul Jimenez here with the Schrader Group. We are very, very blessed to have my buddy Thomas Fryer here, or AKA Tommy Fryer. He's the sales manager for Meritage Homes, and we're just super excited to talk about the builder world today and introduce you.
Yeah, so as Raul said, my name is Thomas Fryer, Division Sales Manager for Meritage Homes. Been in the business around 11 years.
Wow.
Really excited to be here. Appreciate the opportunity, kind of give you an update what we see in the builder world, what's coming down the pipeline for Meritage Homes, and then what our current incentives are.
So this is a little bit different than what we normally do. We normally bring value with, inspections, what's happening in the new world, what's happening in the pre-existing world, all kinds of listings and buyer segments. But this one in particular is going to be great because now we're talking to the man himself.
Uh-oh.
So get ready.
Yeah, here we
go. All right,
go.
so talk to me. What's happening in the builder world?
Yeah, so what we're looking at right now, we kind of started the year off around, I like to talk about starts because that's how we're going to replenish our inventory. So the beginning of the year, we were kind of conservative as an entire industry. Well, the good news is Meritage Homes a lot, and then some other builders are following suit. We're kind of being bullish in our starts for kind of the end of the year closings in early 2024, trying to start that pipeline, get that pipeline going. Yeah.
Which is really good because I think the forecast came in the beginning of the year saying we're going to be about 25% less on starts from the year before.
Right.
So that's really nice to hear that kind of motivation, kind of like what to expect.
Yeah, we're pretty cautiously optimistic.
What are the rates you're looking at right now?
Yeah, so our internal rate sheets came out yesterday, and with government loans, the par rate is 7% for FHA and VA. If you rewind the tapes, 2 years ago we were at 3%.
Sure.
And then your conventional loans are at like a 7.25%.
Right.
So still fighting that market, that rate market. So what we have done as a builder to be a good partner to the San Antonio market, our clients, our realtor partners that come out and bring us clients, is we have secured 4.99% money. That's the big reason I'm here today, is to kind of spread that news, and that's exciting.
And to that point, I think that's what we're seeing a lot of switch to the new construction zone. Because if you look at the pre-existing market, it's very tough for me to say we need to give huge incentives in order to get a buyer. And because we're talking about their bottom line, their equity, how much money they're going to roll over to the new property. So I think that's why the market shifted a little bit towards new construction, because you're able to give these offers, incentives, things like that. So dig that deeper into the 499. I mean, I know what that means, but for our friends out here, I'd like them to know exactly what y'all are doing.
So essentially, all you have to do is, for a client, you just have to qualify for the loan type. So VA loans, FHA, and conventional. If you qualify for the loan program, you're going to get a 4.99% interest rate. So to kind of expand that further, when you're looking at a 7 or a 7.25% interest rate to a 4.99%, you're on let's say an average sales price of $400,000. We're probably going to give you a payment of $600 to $650 a month better than your par rate. So when you again look at that at the annual, we're going to save you $7,200 a year. I can't do this math, but if you think about that times 30, $7,200 a year times 30 years,
210 grand.
Roughly, right? Yeah. Smart guy. And but yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to bring to the market to keep the party going. But more importantly, is to help those who want to achieve that American dream.
And are these fixed rates? Are they buy downs?
Fixed rates.
Fixed rates. Okay.
Great question. Yeah. So fixed rate. So you have a 30-year mortgage rate of 4.99%. So this isn't something that's going to expire in 3 years and then you're going to go up to whatever market rate is that time. It is it's not that adjustable rate mortgage, which can be really scary because there's a lot of unknowns about that. It is a fixed rate. So pretty cool.
And I think y'all been one of the more aggressive builders in town with the rates, at least.
For sure.
And I'm sure that's what's helping drive some of your traffic and everything that you got going on.
A lot of traffic. And what's really nice too is, when we were able to take price improvements on, like our direct costs were improving on lumber, shingles, windows, like everything that goes into a house. And we were passing those savings on to the buyers as well. So we weren't keeping the prices super, super high to offer a better rate. We're still being competitive on the price side as well. So we're trying just to be, again, that overall great partner for the market, for our realtor friends, and for their clients. So we're trying to do
Sure. So why Meritage Homes?
Why Meritage Homes? So that's a great question. I always look at what differentiates us between other builders.
Sure.
The big thing is just our energy efficiency, right? So I talk about, so I owned a Meritage home. I believe you do as well.
My family's been through 3, so and we have 2 right now. So.
Right. Spray foam insulation is the game changer. So we rolled out spray foam in all of our homes. That's going to be in all your exterior walls. Like if this is the cutout of the house, foundation, exterior walls, underside of your roof, it's all spray foamed.
And if I'm not wrong, it's R22, right? Rating?
Correct. But what that does is there's no air penetration. You're not having the hot air come inside, or during our very small of a winter, you don't have your warm air going to the cold, right? There's no air intrusion. So what that does, so I have a like 3,000 square foot home when it was spray, at spray foam. I'm looking at an average utility bill, over 12 months, $120 a month. I'm warm bodied, so I keep it at 70 degrees at night. No way. Shocker. I would keep it at 70 at night, 74 degrees during the day, during the summertime. And then, winter, again, I'm warm natured, so it'd probably stay around 66.
Sure.
So, that highest bill, July of 2020, we were all stuck at home.
Yeah.
The kids were stuck at home. Mama was stuck at home. That was our highest energy bill, which was right at maybe $189. And like 40 of that was natural gas.
Right,
we were cooking.
Yeah.
I couldn't go out to eat. I was really upset about that.
It happens. And if I don't remember correctly, we sold that house for you, right?
You did.
We did.
You sure did.
And it sold pretty easy because we did have all the energy efficiencies. So not just the spray foam. I mean, y'all have a MERS, 13 filtration system?
Yeah, MERV 13 filtration, smart home technology. Every bedroom has its own air return. We in the business call that like jumper ducts. But that just keeps your home equally balanced. So you're not going to have hot zones. It's a big part of that also is going to be your spray foam. But it also helps filter your home.
Sure.
So when I had in our very first home, which by the way, you guys sold, I had my son's diaper pail. And if anyone with kids understands, that stinks to high heaven. So he was out of diapers by the time we sold that house, but the room still had a little bit of a hint of diaper. So it's because the air in that room wasn't getting turned over every time the system was running. So in the Meritage home, you just don't have that problem because every room has its own air return. So every time that system runs, either heating or cooling, your room is getting fresh air every single time. We also have the April fresh air intake. So that runs, because again, we're a 100% sealed home.
Yep.
So a lot of people have concerns like, okay, you're telling me spray foam is great and it's 100% sealed. What's going to happen with moisture buildup? So we combat that with 2 things. You have a humidistat. So your thermostat in the home that runs your HVAC also pays attention to humidity. The humidity gets above the level you set it at. It'll run the AC at a very low level because we have multi-speed fans, and it'll cut the humidity with the whole home using that HVAC.
And that multi-speed fan actually cuts your electric bill as well because you're able to run on different kind of features, which is probably one of those things that separates you out because not very many builders do that.
Your thermostat's hooked up to your Wi-Fi, so it's paying attention to your local weather. So it's going to say, hey, it's pretty mild outside. I don't have to run full speed. It's not the dead of summer, so I can run at 35% speed in both outside and inside and just chill. Just let the air kind of fall out of the vents and it'll cool your home and then cut the humidity. And the April air brings in that fresh air. Okay, people worry about stagnation of your inside air quality. You don't want to be sick all the time, right? With muggy air. So the April air introduces fresh air into your home. It does it by itself. It's got a built-in brain. Same thing. Paying attention to the summertime, it's probably going to introduce fresh air around 3 a.m. when it's the coolest. And then during the winter, probably about 3 to 4 p.m. when it's the warmest. So it's a lot of smart stuff that we put into the home.
Way bigger than what I know what's going on with that. So I'm like, it just feels good when I get home. So
that's right. I'm comfortable. I'm not sweating inside. Life is good. And then our attention to detail. So probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we rolled out our Live Now strategy. You were the lucky guy. It was one of the last neighborhoods that went through the design center, right? So moving forward, we are inventory home only. So we design everything, but we have 6 to 7 professionally designed interior packages that we have some incredibly smart decorators and designers that put those together. We refresh them constantly. And so now we take that fear of the unknown out of not understanding or of a buyer not knowing hey, is this tile and is this granite gonna match? Because I'm the worst at like picking out colors.
And what about the grout? And what about this?
Oh
what
my
about
goodness,
that?
we have grout color choices. Man, my wife picks out my clothes.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about putting colors together.
Yeah, well.
So, but so we went to something that we were trying to, our tagline is easy equals right. So we wanted to roll out a strategy that, number one, took the fear of build times away. We all lived through the really tough times during the COVID boom, where some, times it was taking 9 months to 18 months to finish a home. Well, when we take all those moving pieces out of it, we can kind of get on a cadence of, 120 to 150 day delivery time. So 4 to 5 months delivery if you're taking over one of our homes at start. So it's a really beautiful process where we take a lot of the fear away and the unknowns, the uncertainty of when am I going to close, which helps our realtor partners, realtors 100%. Like yourself, buyers and sellers like yourself to sell your home and have a pretty firm closing date with us, which is, again, we're trying to bring that ease and transparency to the market, which is
and it helps maximize your incentive to get that interest rate where it needs to be. Absolutely. That way they know what their payments are going to be, and they're not going to miss out on any kind of opportunities. Speaking of opportunities, one of the things I love about Meritage is the fact that y'all have so many communities. I believe y'all are at 14, jumping on another 2 or 3 coming up soon. Y'all focus a lot on the Northwest and Northeast, and then a little bit going New Braunfels, things like that. What would you say would be like your staple area neighborhood right now?
Yeah, so to your point, we build basically, if you look at Loop 1604, we're on the north half or outside Loop 1604. So my furthest west community is going to be like Remington Ranch, which is going to be over at like Grossenbacher and 90. Then we go all the way up to Bernie and then Bulverde. And then, New Braunfels, and to your point, Schertz, Cibolo, Converse. So we're kind of all on that north half of Loop 1604.
And we even got one right up the street on Blanco, right?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
We do.
So the one on Blanco is Estancia Ranch. That is a big deal for us. That has been many years in the making. So we're really excited. Open for sales there right now. We have Christine Calloway and Xenia Alvarez. Xenia, I know you just got married, and I'm forgetting your married name. That's my fault.
Let me see Facebook real quick.
Facebook, there's like a Facebook cheat code somewhere.
Right, now I hear you. Speaking of that, one of the other things I do admire about your company is y'all have probably the most seasoned and well-adapted team for consultants.
Super proud.
Starting with Isolda, and everyone on top, y'all have just really built a good culture over at Meritage.
That's what we've been working on. So the jackpot is when they hired Isolda Cecina to come take over 100%. The sales team, about 10 and a half years ago. I was a pre-Isolda hire, and she was super gracious to keep me along, so thank you.
Lots of, zen, just woosa with this guy.
I'm sure her and my wife talk all the time like, holy cow, how do we even? That's fair. So we have an amazing sales team with a ton of tenure with the company. I look at guys and I think about guys like Michael Chapman and Ed Consul, who have been with the company 13, 14 years. Then we go down to like David Cantu, who just celebrated his 10 years. We have Jackie, who 10 years. A lot of folks sitting at 5 and 7 years. Again, 11 years here. We are a destination builder of employment where people want to come and stay because of the culture we build. You have the total top-down support.
Absolutely.
That's because of our division president and our vice president of sales. That is their heartbeat, is making sure that this team knows they can come to them for anything. And then moving into the leadership piece over the last 2 years, I'm part of that too, right? Like the team knows they can call me. If I can't answer immediately, I will call them back as soon as possible. So amazing team, a ton of tenure, a lot of experience in the market. So they know what they're doing. They know how to navigate challenges for a client, any concerns or anything like that comes through. Like they are ready to serve for sure.
Well, and you also have a really good customer service. With once the house is closed, the follow up, the 21-day review. And then also just the portal and everything that y'all have done to help the clients. I mean, things happen.
Things happen.
And y'all are just really on point.
We've come a long way. We've really come a long way where you look at what used to be warranty / customer service. It was a phone number, and we didn't as the homeowner, we really didn't know where those phone calls went. So we heard that feedback, we listened. So we designed the homebuyer portal, the My Meritage portal.
Right.
So once you close, you register your account with the same email you used during the sales process. and you have the full warranty manual. You have a chat feature. If you want to submit warranty claims after your 21-day walk with us, or 21 days after you close, you have the superintendent come back out and say, hey, how's the house treating? You got any questions, comments, concerns? If there are any concerns, deficiencies, we knock it out there, and then you get handed over into the warranty.
Sure.
And it's a full self-service website that we built for our clients, which is amazing.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so it's a really great thing. We've come a long way, that's for sure.
No, and it's refreshing because we have clients that go and it's always good to know that they're going to be in good hands throughout the whole process, the warranties and everything like that. All right, so big question for you. I know everyone wants to know this. Coming soon. What are the next big spots? What are the areas to be expecting? Where can we get a wait list? Like what do we need to do here?
So we just opened up Fox Falls, which is our second Bernie location. So go up I-10, exit Bernie Stage. Then when you come to the four-way stop where like the San Antonio Rose Palace is, the La Hacienda, take a right. So staying on Bernie Stage, go down there about 3 miles. That's Fox Falls. Just opened, very excited. The coming soon, we have 2 big pieces about to open up, 2 beautiful communities about to open up on the Outer West Side. So off of 1560, in between Shanefield and Galm and Braun, that is going to be Sagebrook. That is a master plan community, all Meritage homes. And it will be 515 home sites.
So that's not too far away from Prescott. So this is going to be Prescott's little brother and then Talise's little brother, right? So, I mean, that's going to be great.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of success out there in that, so kind of that Alamo Ranch area. So it's been great for us. So we're really excited to be back in there.
When are we breaking ground on that one?
The lots are developed.
They're developed.
So we will actually be, God willing, be opening for sales somewhere in the middle of August. So we're really pumped about that. And then when you go kind of in that same submarket, further down Tally, so in between Calabria Road and Wiseman, basically smack dab in the middle, not named after me, is Thomas's Pond. Not named after me is the seller, not me. But Thomas's Pond is going to be a really great neighborhood. About 222 lots there, 222 home sites. Again, both neighborhoods are our Live Now strategy, so inventory only. We just finished designing, 50 or 60 inventory homes for the first round between the 2. And we'll be starting those in August. With the full intent of closing them at the end of the year, maybe the beginning of next. So we're very, very excited about those 2 neighborhoods. Replacing, again, to your point, Sagebrook is that replacement for Prescott Oaks. So our friends out there that know where Prescott Oaks was, if you were out there in 2019, 2020, and half of 21, you worked with me. Hopefully I did good. And then so that'll be a replacement for Prescott. And then Thomas's Pond is the replacement for the Trails at West Point.
Gotcha.
Because we just have maybe 5 or 6 homes left of the Trails at West Point, and then that'll be the replacement for there. And again, both of those neighborhoods, if everything jives the way we believe it will be kind of that middle of August opening.
So what I'm getting from it, I feel like you just don't build houses. I mean, you're building homes for people. I mean, it seems like you have a passion for making sure that the clients are going to get what they want, what they need, what they deserve.
For sure.
And y'all are there every step of the way.
And again, the whole idea of like going to the inventory way is we wanted to make it affordable. We wanted the transparent pricing, and because of our rate lock promotion of the 4.99%, there is calmness about knowing what your payment's going to be. I'm not quoting you a payment today at market.
You said $4.99.
Exactly, right? It's because that's what we lived through at the beginning of 2022 when people went under contract. Also, the height of like build times. When I put people under contract, right, as a company, we put people under contract, and you were at a 3.5% interest rate, but come closing time, you were at a 5.5%, and your payment went up $450 a month, and you're looking at me like, well, I don't qualify for that.
Right.
So we're taking that fear out. So we're giving you, transparency. We're making the process easy. We're giving you a quality product, everything that Meritage Homes is known for. And that's just what we're trying to do for the market and our clients. Like you said, give that American dream. Everybody wants a piece of that American dream.
Right.
No better way than owning a home. And that's what we're here to do.
So there you have it. Thomas Fryer, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you guys.
We're super blessed. Hope you have a little insight on the new builder world. Thank you for being with us.
Thank
much
you,
love.
very much.
Y'all have a blessed day, and we'll talk to y'all soon.